Hello random people, welcome to Random Garage, the channel where we're always doing something. Today on Random Garage, I'm going to be putting this heavy-duty clutch spring kit into the 2020 Road King. Harley has two upgrade clutch spring kits. One's the 1200 Newton and this one's the more heavy-duty one, the 1275 Newton spring kit. The bike has the Screamin Stage 4 128-inch kit in it. I'm pretty sure the guy at the dealership that did the dyno tune told me that the clutch was slipping on the dyno, or it looked like it according to the dyno graph anyway. And I've heard from other people on the internet that clutches slip pretty easy with the higher horsepower engines on the Milwaukee-Eights. So that's why I'm putting in the stronger clutch springs for more clutch pressure and clutch friction. So hopefully the clutch will slip less and I'll get a more responsive feel out of the bike. I had a 2018 Road Glide, and that bike I had the dealer put in the Stage 3 kit at the time to bring it up to 114-inch displacement. So the dealer did that before he even took the bike off the floor and put the first mile on it. But back then, that kit came with upgraded clutch springs, the 1200 Newton clutch springs. For some reason, Harley doesn't send upgraded clutch springs with any of the displacement kits anymore. Doesn't matter if it's a 107 to 114 or anything larger, it just utilizes the stock clutch pack and the stock springs, which have not changed in all the touring M8 models and the Softail M8 models. It's all the same clutch pack, same clutch springs in there. I have a theory about why Harley removed the upgraded clutch springs from the displacement kits. I think it's because they want the clutch to slip, because when the clutch doesn't slip, then they were breaking transmissions, I believe, particularly third gear. So I think this was kind of their band-aid fix, was to not upgrade the clutch, and so that the clutch will slip and save the transmission. Just a theory, I don't know. That's just what I think. So here's the kit. It's pretty inexpensive upgrade. It's only 25 bucks and it's very easy to install, as you'll see. So they give you a nice Screamin Eagle sticker for your toolbox or whatever, and then that's all it is, just 3 springs to go in the clutch. So we'll start the process by having the bike upright or leaning a little bit to the right. If you do it on the kickstand, you're going to spill primary fluid out when you take off the derby cover here. Just for point of interest in the difference in the springs, I'm going to use my belt tension tool to push against the lever here and see how far it compresses and try and estimate. Obviously this belt tension tool only shows 0 pounds and 10 pounds because it's for belt tension, but it does go over 10 pounds, so I'm going to just kind of make an estimate for how much lever pull is required right there to get the lever to move all the way. And I am calling it 12 pounds. That's what it looks like to me right at that point. Seems to be pretty even, right at about 12, all the way into where it hits the grip. So I'm going to start by taking a T27 Torx and pulling out those 5 screws. So then take a 10mm socket and take out these 3 screws that are holding this retaining plate. Then the springs are right behind there. But you can't just pull one screw right out. That can screw up this plate. You're supposed to take them out by just go 1 or 2 turns here, 1 or 2 turns, 1 or 2 turns, and just keep working your way around so that it comes out as a whole evenly. So that's it then. We just take each of these stock springs out, put in the upgraded spring. Now on reassembly, because I suppose these springs are a lot stronger, I had to push a little bit with the socket to get those screws to start the first few threads. Took a little bit of force, not a whole lot. So then to screw them down, it's the opposite of taking it apart. They need to be screwed down evenly, so I'll just do I'm doing 1.5 turns each on each one until they're snug. Then after they're snug, they'll get torqued down to between 70 and 100 inch-pounds. Not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. So I think I'll do 90 inch-pounds. And of course, to torque those, you have to have the bike in gear. Otherwise, the clutch is just gonna spin. So just having it in first gear holds it in place enough to do that low torque value. Actually, I had to put it in gear to break them loose even. So then it's just wipe up any drips of oil on the surface here and on the back of the derby cover, and replace the derby cover and torque those screws in a star pattern, just like doing lug nuts, to between 84 and 108 inch-pounds. Now, if you have a Softail instead of a Touring, they use a smaller screw on the derby cover, so don't use the torque spec that I just said. They use a lower torque spec. I'll have to look that up, but I'll just post it right here, overlay on the video. So now with the new heavy springs in there, I'll measure this clutch lever effort and see where that comes in at. Okay, I estimate that at about 16 pounds of force. So an increase of 4 pounds or 33%. And to the hand here, it doesn't feel ridiculous. I think it feels about as hard as my Lowrider S now, maybe. It might get tiring in stop and go traffic, but any clutch will if it's stop and go long enough. But it's certainly not unmanageable or difficult. It doesn't feel ridiculous or anything. If you want to see more Random Garage things, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll get a random notification when a new Random Garage video is posted. Thanks for watching another episode of Random Garage here in Sturgis. And remember, whatever you do, make sure you're always doing something. P.S. I'm also opening up as a bike shop for, obviously, Harley repair. So find me on Instagram at Exit32FitShop, or on Facebook, search for Exit32 Fit Shop.